Welcome to Money, Marriage, and Media. I'm your host, Mike, and this is the show, Is She Marriageable? Now, the point of this show, if you're new here, is to prove that there are marriageable women out there. Contrary to what a lot of male-supported YouTube channels will try and have you believe. I don't believe that. For those of you that don't know, I'm actually a married man myself, and I do believe that marriage it's a way for us to rebuild our community. So the point is that, oh, what's going on, Chris? The volume's low. Uh-oh. Let's try and fix that then. Let's see here. Is that better? I hope it is, because wait a minute. Let's fix that. There we go. And there. Get that set up. Now, what's going on with the sound? Mic is active, so we're going to have to roll with that. All right. Well, let's get back on track here. The point is to show is to prove that there are marriageable women out there. Now, how are we determining if these women are marriageable? Well, very simple. We have 6 categories, right? Fitness, femininity, how friendly they are, cooperation, submissiveness, and childless. Now, I know that seems like a lot, right? Well, here's the thing. What most women don't realize is that the average guy, most guys are looking for 3 out of the 6 categories. Now, it seems simple enough, and obviously the next question is, well, why aren't more people getting married then? Well, it gets complex from that point because every guy is going to have his own 3 categories that he's looking for in a potential wife. And to complicate things even further, those categories can change depending on where this man is at in his life. So the best advice I can give for all you ladies out there is that pick the 3 that you're the best at, and then find a man who sees value in you having those 3 attributes. It's much easier to go with than you trying to, start from scratch and build on something that you're just not naturally good at. So that being said, shout out to my moderator, Chris, who said just what I was thinking. Hit the like button on your way in. It supports the show. Definitely can use that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Now, we're going to go ahead and start with Kendra G's dating show. Why do we look at Kendra's show? Because it's a good sample size. You get a lot of average people on here. Some of them are above average. I'll admit that. But for the most part, people are just average. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this going. Also, remember that channel membership is open. Why become a channel member? Because there's exclusive content there that you have to be a member to watch. Plain and simple. I just dropped a video a couple days ago, and yeah, it's for members only. So that regularly happens. So yeah, become a channel member. Support. But let's keep going.
YouTube, follow, click on it right now. Subscribe to it. Follow our page.
Let me get to a quiet
What y'all
place.
doing in that house? What y'all doing at that house?
Kendra, it is my
Yes.
grandmother's 103rd birthday.
I gotta see her. Where's she at?
103. She hanging in there.
Grandma, say hi to Kendra.
Hello, honey. How are you, darling? Thank you, darling. I love you. Thank
You love me?
Come
Hold
down
on, hold
now.
on, hold
Let's
on.
get it on. Let's get it on now.
Wait, hold
Wow.
on. Go back to your grandmother. Go back to
Get
your
it on
grandmother.
now, okay?
Go back to your grandmother. So you're 103 years old
Take it
today.
down, okay?
Grandma, she's asking you questions. She said, are you 103 years old today?
Yes, I am today. Thank
Yes, you okay. Now, grandma, do you got a cash app? You got cash app? You have cash app? Do grandma got cash
Okay,
app?
thank you, ma'am.
Does
Thank
my
you.
grandma have Cash App?
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, she doesn't, but I mean, you can cash at me and I'll give it to my uncle who cares for her. Her son cares for her.
Oh
You
wow.
gonna make? I want your grandmother to get it if I send you this money.
I
Thank
promise, Kendra. I promise to God, I'm a woman of God. I will make sure my grandma gets it.
So listen, we gotta celebrate. First of all,
Okay,
you
how
look.
are you, honey? How are
I'm
you,
good.
honey?
Happy birthday.
She said, "Happy birthday, grandma."
Thank you, darling. I love you.
I love you more. Can I
I
send
feel
you a birthday
good.
gift? Can I send you a birthday gift
I
to honor your birthday?
good.
Huh?
Okay.
Yes.
Grandma's
Charlamagne Jones.
grandma's cool and everything, but we're here for a purpose, and I'm not gonna stay on here all night. So
That's it. Natalie
Okay.
CJ.
Natalie CJ. Is this you? Can you see yourself?
Yes, that's me.
Okay. So I'm gonna. So tell me if you get the test of $1.
Okay.
Hold on.
Wait, I got my phone on Do Not Disturb just in case. I'm on, Mama.
Okay, let me know. Did you get the test of $1?
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Hold on, let me see. I'm scared to come off of it because if I take it off of Do Not Disturb, will it take me off of you?
I don't know, but okay, I'm gonna make sure again. So it's NATALIECJ. That was your face, right?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna send you the
She's
rest. This is
sending
for
grandma money for
This
her
is for
103rd
grandma's birthday.
So sweet. Thank you, Kendra. This is
Wait,
my
hold on. This is for
mom.
grandma's birthday, okay?
Yes, we will make sure she gets
Wait,
it.
hold on. Wait, I didn't finish telling you what it is. I didn't finish telling you what it was, okay?
We just grateful for whatever. It doesn't even matter.
So your grandmother turned 103 today, right?
Yes, today. And we have family over. We're just celebrating.
okay.
Promise we will. We love our grandma. She is the matriarch of our family. She is just the sweetest.
Wow.
She has been. My grandmother fought COVID last year at 102 years old and beat it. She's just
Yes, I love it.
she's just a beautiful blessing
grandmother-
for our family.
My grandmother made.
I will be 41 on October 4th.
Okay, that's a Libra.
Yes.
Okay, that's a Libra. Okay. So Natalie, Houston, Texas, Libra. Okay, you have any children?
I have 2 beautiful kids. My daughter she'll be 17 in a couple of months. My son will be 12 in a couple of months.
Okay, 12 in a couple of months. Natalie, Houston, Texas, 12 and 17. Have you ever been married?
Yes, I was previously married for 8 years and I got divorced in 2021.
Divorced in 2021. Okay.
Wait a minute. She is married for 8 years, and her kids are 17 and 12, and she got divorced in. How many fathers are there in that? How many baby daddies are in that? Well, no, I can't say baby daddy because if she married the guy, then clearly it's he's not a baby daddy. Ex-husband? I don't know. We need some answers though, because that math ain't mathing. So
Why'd you get divorced? We nosy.
Our values just didn't align.
Okay.
That was
So you married a guy whose values that you don't align with. What was the reason for the marriage then? Like, this is not, I don't even want to get into it. Let's just keep going.
That's pretty much it. We got married, because I loved him. We had a kid together. So
Okay.
our values just didn't align. He's
Okay.
the father of my son, not the biological father of my daughter, but
Again, why did you have kids with a man who you don't share values with? Who vetted that man for you? Who vetted that man for you? That y'all don't have the same values, but you still. You know what? I almost want to go back and scroll when she's walking around that house and start asking, where are the men at? Is that what's going on here? Like, congrats to grandma who's 103, but well, she did say she has an uncle. So, still, why is who's vetting the guys for her to the point where, she married a man. She had a kid and married a man by a guy who they don't share the same values. We got to start asking how these things happen. How do we get to these points?
But my daughter has a great relationship with him still, and he's never, left her side. So it's just our values just didn't align.
Okay.
So this man then took on a child that wasn't his, and he sounds like she's saying that he's a great father. But again, if he's so great, why are they not together? So, translation, you could be the best dad in the world. Doesn't mean anything, though. She'll still walk away. Well, I don't know. Let's keep going.
Okay, but he's the father to both of your children.
No, he's the biological father to my son, but my daughter has a different father from a previous relationship, but my daughter still has a great relationship with him. He's raised her since she was 4 with me.
Okay, fair enough. So with that I think that's major.
Wait, more math that's not making sense because the daughter is 17. So the guy, well, clearly he stepped up and took this woman in, married her, raised a daughter that wasn't his. Yeah, this story is, again, Chris says the grass ain't always green on the other side. Yeah, something's not adding up here. Well, you know what? We probably won't find out. We're probably not, because I don't think Kendra's gonna ask the hard questions here. The show just got started, and I'm assuming that there are other people waiting, so she's probably just gonna let it go.
He took in your child that wasn't his. So, how different were your values?
Oh, great question. Uh-oh.
Kendra.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. So, okay, I'll just say this. There was some infidelity.
Okay.
I just don't want to, talk bad about him or
fair
anything
enough.
like
Fair
that.
enough.
Because...
Okay.
Okay.
Well, okay. I don't want you to share anything you don't want to share, because this is an internationally known show.
I get it now. And you know what? I can respect the fact that she doesn't want to talk about it, because when you're on a show like this, that's not the place to discuss, a platform where your kids could wind up seeing it could mess up that relationship with him as a father. I get it now.
Oh, so we'll leave it at that.
You got reach. Going. Your show got reach, girl. I know.
Yeah, it does. So we'll leave it there. So Natalie, Houston, Texas, 40, a Libra. She is 2 children, 12 and 17. What do you do for a living?
So I am a real estate agent, and I work in higher education for a university. I'm a student success coach. It's pretty much a retention manager.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You working in higher education when she's selling houses? Or is it that thing where, oh yeah, I got a job now, but I wanna change careers, so I'm gonna go get my real estate license. For those of you that don't know, if you ever meet somebody who is serious about real estate, that's a 50-hour-a-week job. If you're trying to be successful, that's a 50-hour-a-week job. So yeah, she shouldn't have even. Yet another person who has fallen victim to the popularity of the gig economy. Well, I can get this real estate license and I can get rich working 10 hours a week. Sure you can.
Real estate agent. And let's do it. Natalie, Houston, Texas, 40, Libra, 2 children, was once married. Real estate agent. And what else the other job?
I work for a higher educational university. I'm a student success coach.
Student
I
success.
work for my students are MBA and MHA students, so master's degree students.
Master degree students. All
Yeah.
right. Let's do it, Natalie. Let's do it, Natalie. What kind of man you looking for?
Ooh. I'm just pretty much looking for my equal, somebody that's genuine, somebody that loves God, a man that will love God more than he loves me, because I know if he loves God, then he will, you know, treat me well and take care of me how he's supposed to.
So we have another woman who is leading with religion, yet if why do I get the feeling that if we asked her questions about her her how do I put this? Her role in the church, why do I get the feeling that she hasn't talked to anybody about helping her vet the guys that she's with? You know, singles ministry is actually a real thing. So is talking to the pastor, and like the church has answers for these things. But oftentimes I think that people use, I don't really want to say it's a God excuse, but it kind of is. They'll use that to justify their selection in men or their lack of selection in men. Well, he's not God fearing. What does that mean specifically? How does that determine whether or not that two people are compatible? Because every man in the church is God fearing, but you're not trying to marry every man there, though, right? See, some of these things don't make sense. That's why I said you got to start asking some deeper questions, because again, it's too many women who use that as an example. I want a God-fearing man. What does that mean? How can we break that down so that we're actually using it to qualify what this guy that you're thinking about is supposed to be looking like, or who he's supposed to be? Because just saying he's a God-fearing man, that doesn't tell us anything.
And just somebody with integrity, somebody that's honest, somebody that's happy. I want a man that comes happy, because I'm happy. And so I don't want anybody to take away from my happiness. I don't depend on anybody to bring me happiness, but I don't want anybody that's going to take away from my happiness. So I want somebody that's happy with himself, a man that is a leader, a man. I like alpha males. I like cocky men, not arrogant, but cocky men, like that confident men.
Confident man.
Yes. And I just like, good-hearted men that, are, generous, like to uplift their community. Because one of the reasons why I became a real estate agent is because I wanted to educate my community on, owning property, owning land, and, just getting rid of the whole, renting. It's so many.
You don't need a real estate license to do all that. You don't. I mean, like, they have seminars where they discuss those things, and you don't need a license to hold them. See, again, you fall victim to the gig economy, and it says that, well, you just get this real estate license, and you're just going to make a bunch of money helping people get into homes. I think I may do an episode where we actually break down some of these careers out here, because a lot of relationships are living and dying based on this whole idea of entrepreneurship, because that's really what we're talking about here, is that for some reason women stay fixated on that. And when you look at the numbers for this stuff, plain and simple, it's only about 30 to 40% of people who are actual entrepreneurs. And I mean that are making like who are able to make a living off of their business. Because when you start looking at the numbers, most of these so-called businesses out here, they're making less than $15,000 a year. So that's why I said when people start talking about they're a real estate agent, but then they list another job, it's like you're not really a real estate agent then, because most real estate agents who are successful, because I've networked with a ton of them. One of the things, if you don't know, I used to have a career in finance, and I networked with a lot of real estate agents. They would send me people who needed to get their finances together because they're trying to get, approved for a mortgage. So I network with a lot of real estate agents, and the ones who are successful, they don't have time for another job. Like, real estate pays if you're putting the effort in. But again, like I said, 50 hours a week. You're not doing that with another job. I mean, that's just not that doesn't make sense. Chris says, facts, you could start a nonprofit. Exactly. You didn't need a real estate license to do that. So the whole point of that is that, I know I'm going off on a tangent, is that it speaks to how much is this, you know what, let's hold off on that. Let's hold off on that, because we haven't heard enough of what she's looking for, really. I mean, so far, she wants a man who's genuine, honest, and happy. Well, I hate to break it to you, but most men are going to present themselves as that. I mean, honest, like the characteristics that she listed, are we actually expecting a woman? Those stuff should be standard, because I have yet to see a woman say, I want a dishonest man. That's not going to happen. Every woman is looking for a man who's honest and genuine and all this other stuff. That stuff is very vague. So we need to get to some meat and potatoes here.
Many people that I've met that never even thought about owning. And so, I just want somebody that's going to uplift their community with me, and somebody that's caring, preferably somebody that already has kids, because I don't want to have any more kids. But just a good-hearted individual.
She's 40.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Okay.
Woo. So my deal breakers are atheists. You gotta love God. And I prefer a Christian man. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, so you gotta be, love God. Smokers. I can't do smokers. Men that are mean. I can't do men that are mean. Men that are disrespectful and don't respect women's opinion. Men that hate women. There's a lot of men I feel like that hate women these days, and they just need to just switch to the other side, child, and just because they seem like they hate women a lot of these podcast men.
You said men that also, okay, let's talk about that, because men been coming on saying good. Black women have attitudes, and you feel as a black woman, a lot of men hate women?
I think so. I've been running into men that I feel like are scorned because they've been hurt so many times. Like, women, we aren't the only ones that can be scorned. Men have been scorned too, and I can tell because they're just like, oh, I'm not doing this and this ever again for a woman because the last woman did. It's like, I'm not the last woman, boo. I didn't do it to you. Stop picking the wrong women. You picked the wrong women, and then you expect a certain type of woman to be have a teacher mindset, and you get upset when you go to the strip club to pick a woman. And
you know what? Why do I get the feeling that this all applies so long as you don't ask her about baby daddy number one? Because if you notice, she hadn't said anything about him yet. So, let's keep going.
And she don't got a teacher mindset. It don't work like that.
Child. She said it don't work like that. Okay then.
No disrespect and no shade to the strippers, because hey, I'm a hustler, so get your money however you feel, no judgment. But some men just feel like they go for a certain type and then get upset when they get played, or get upset when all they want them for is their money, and you just picking the wrong ones.
Fair enough. Okay. So what are your excuse me. Were those all your deal breakers?
Okay, what did I say? mean men, disrespectful, smokers. If you smoke cigars every now and then, like on occasion, I could deal with that, but I can't deal with cigarettes at all, period. Not at all. I don't want to deal with weed. For one, I got kids, and I want a man that I can look up to, for one, and that my children could look up to as well. Somebody that's a good role model. So of course the main stuff, like not abusive or anything like that, but somebody that does. If you want kids, then he's not for me, because I would prefer a man that come with his own kids, because I'll love his kids like they're mine if he comes with his own kids.
Do you want a man to come with his own kids?
I just don't want any more kids. So that's a deal breaker if he wants kids. Yes.
Okay. That makes sense, though.
Your camera keeps...
I mean, she's 40. That makes sense.
Reasons. Let me keep going. So, Natalie, does he have to look a certain way?
Uh-oh. No, I don't think I really have a type. I'm 5'2", so just taller than me with heels. So,
that's about average height.
Like 5'9", 5'7".
Yeah, average height.
Okay.
And let me just say this too: the sagging pants off the butt, I can't deal. I can't. That's an appearance deal breaker for me. If you walking around with your pants hanging off your ass, I just can't.
What type of guys is she dating though? Because she's 40, and women tend to date like older men. So how old are these guys? You're messing with men in their 40s who still wearing their pants? They're sagging their pants? She works in higher education, and she's dating men who wear sagging pants. What's going on? What's going on with her? Like, why is it that the average man in her age group, because the average man in that age group is not walking around with his pants sagging down. Why is it that the average men in that age group are not interested? Something else is going on here. We got to get to the bottom of it.
She can't do it. Okay. What about money? Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
No.
No, you don't care about that. Okay, so this is Natalie. You care about money? Hello?
No, not really. I mean, as long as he can you hear me?
Yes.
Am I breaking up? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. So as long as he can provide for himself, as long as he, takes care of himself. If he has children, he definitely should be taking care of his children. And as long as he can afford to date, that's just my requirements. And if he has goals and ambition, that's what I care about, because we can build. I got divorced, and so I kind of started over, and I'm leveling up more and more. And just as long as he's somebody that his goal is to be better than he was the day before.
Okay. And do you want to get married again?
Natalie. I do. I know I'm a wife. I know I was meant to be a wife.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do the Kendrick can.
Okay. Put my phone down. Oh, can y'all see me?
Oh, we see that booty, them hips, girl. Got them hips, girl.
I'm working on it. I'm on a weight loss journey.
Say again?
I said I'm working on it. I'm on a weight loss journey.
Okay, boo. All right, so Natalie, was your last relationship your marriage?
Yes.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask. When was the last time you was intimate with someone?
Don't answer that.
I'm not gonna answer that.
Thank
Okay.
you. Best answer.
Why do you think you're single, Natalie?
Great question.
I'm single because, well, for one, it took me some time to heal. I didn't want to jump into another relationship when I was still healing. I went through therapy and stuff, and so I think I'm still single because I know what I want, and I don't want to settle for somebody that doesn't take me seriously. I'm not trying. I had my hot girl summer after I divorced, and I got it out of my system, so I'm over it now. And I just, I'm single because there's no man that has.
Now pay attention to what she just said, right? Is that, well, the first thing she said was because I'm still healing, or I was healing from all the stuff from the marriage, basically breaking up. And I can understand that. But then what is that followed with? Oh, I had hot girl summer after I got divorced. I mean, which is hot girl summer how you were recovering from, all the trauma of your marriage ending? Is that what we're saying? Total misdemeanor. I'm here late. What is with these women always trying to build a man or her shoestring budget equals paycheck to paycheck? See, here's the thing. Is that, you know what? Look, I'm going to address that, but I want to keep going because I don't want to lose my train of thought here. But what she just told us is because I'm single, because I didn't want to put myself out there without getting over, what I just went through. But then, well, I did my hot girl summer already, and I want to settle down now. And she did that after the marriage. So when was the healing that supposedly took place?
Came around that I feel that I have that connection with.
Okay. Now, what are 3 flaws you have to work on?
Ooh, child, I could give you more than 3. So, one of them
just
is
the
I'm
chair
a
when she said that.
Another one is I think I expect people to kind of think like me because I've been told I could be brutally honest. So people that lie are a trigger for me, and I I expect people to think like me. So
Selfish.
That's a flaw because people are not mind readers. So I think that's a flaw. I think another flaw of mine.
Translation: I'm the center of the universe, and you should think like I am because I'm the center. Uh-oh.
Is I could be impatient. So if I don't really ask people for anything. I expect people to know what's needed by analyzing and then taking action. And I've been told that, that's a flaw. Like, you can't expect people to just know what you want. So I got to work on that. And
translate, because she's the center of the universe, and everything should fall in line with her the way she wants it. It almost sounds like she's controlling.
I could be impatient too.
She could be impatient too.
Wait. You gonna be impatient and a procrastinator? So other people's time is not as important as your own time. But when it's your time, then you expect everyone to jump. So really, it's only really one flaw here. She's selfish. All right? I don't know. I could be off base here. I mean, I'm open to the possibility that I could be wrong. But I don't think I am, because all 3 of those flaws seem related to each other. Procrastination is because her time, what she thinks that she's doing, is more important than everything else. That's why, or I can put stuff off because this is not as important as what I'm doing now, right? Then there's the um, people don't think like me. I expect them to, though. You expect other people to think like you? Either you're not special and everyone else thinks the same, or what's more likely is she can't figure out why don't you think like me? Yeah, you see how arrogant that sounds? And then the last one is that, well, I think you guys get the idea. Let's keep going.
So why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
A guy would be lucky to be with me because I'm just, with me, what you see is what you get. I'm a genuine person. I'm honest. I'm loyal. Like, I'm loyal. I do not steer away. Like, if I feel like I don't like you anymore, or if I feel like,
Wait a minute. Is she about to say what I think she's going to say?
It just ain't what's happening, then I will leave before I cheat. I have never cheated on.
Okay, that's leaving when you're in a relationship. When you're in a relationship that starts off with "to death do you part," leaving means you're not loyal. Now, because it's not like we're talking about this is a life and death situation here. That's not what she's talking about. She just said she's not feeling you. It's not working anymore, so I'm gone. Okay, so then where is the loyalty that says that we need to be trying to work this out? That is interesting. So you would be lucky to be with her because she's loyal until she's not.
Anybody in my life, and I don't like this, for lack of better words, I'm not a bum, and I'm not just gonna be another bill for a man. I'm a hustler, and I like to get money and grow together. So I'm just looking for a partner that I can do a whole bunch of stuff with, have fun, hang out. I'm looking for my best friend that can also be my, my forever and my lover.
And there you have it. Let's do it.
Translation, she's looking for okay, well, you know what? Let's I'm gonna save that for the summary.
So you this is, I can't remember. You would get married again or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. But you don't want any more children. Well,
I don't want any more children. So I would prefer a man that,
again, she's 40.
Either a single dad or already has kids and doesn't want any more kids.
And what is the age range you would date?
I would say like 35 to 45.
35 to 45. Okay, so this is Natalie, Houston, Texas, 40, a Libra, real estate agent, 2 children, 12 and 17. All right, boo, how can the guy reach out to you, baby?
Okay, so I have my thing right there on the bottom. What's next, Natalie? Or Natalie Jones on Facebook too. So what's next, Natalie, is Instagram, and Natalie Jones on Facebook.
All right, and there you have it. All right, boo, keep me posted. Don't forget, make sure grandma get her money, girl.
I will definitely make sure she gets it, Kendra.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at her Instagram. Okay, first thing is realtor. Again, like I said, but you working in higher education for 40 hours a week, right? Oh, got a picture with grandma. Okay. All right. I'm not, you know what? I'm not seeing a lot of thirst traps here. Definite plus. And her Instagram looks. Is this photo taken by a professional? Wait, what is this? Oh, it's a video. Okay. Was this done? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm not seeing any thirst traps there. Um, that's a good sign, but we've got a couple things that need to be addressed here. Well, the first is she marriageable? And we're going to get there, right? But I want to talk about something first. The first thing is that I don't know why it kept coming up about her not wanting to have kids anymore, as if it was going to be just easy for her to go and get pregnant and have a kid. She's 40. Her body, okay, but they just kept mentioning that. I thought that was weird. But there might be something else that's related to that, but I'm not going to go there. Is she cooperative? I think so. She doesn't have any extreme standards as far as superficial stuff. That's when you hear women say extreme stuff with superficial attributes that they're looking for a husband. That's when the cooperation goes out the window. I mean, how tall does the guy got to be? Average height. How much money does he have to make? He has to make enough money to take care of himself and take her on dates, which realistically, that's probably about $60K, about $50,000 to $60,000 a year, is because she's looking for someone to match her. And again, she's working two jobs or supposedly working two jobs. Like I said, I question real estate agents where you have a full-time job and you're doing real estate on the side. I mean, how much are you actually hustling? The real question is, how many phone calls are you making a week? It's because, if you ain't making 80 calls a week, you're not full-time in real estate. You doing something on the side, but okay. Is she feminine? I think so. She looks presentable. She looks like a woman. And that's so basic to say that, right? But when we look at her social media, though, right, she appears to be very feminine. She also appears to be conservatively dressed for the most part. This is probably as revealing as her outfits are going to get, because that's pretty low cut. But other than that, she dresses like she's dressed respectively on her Instagram. And she looks like a mom, which is, I'd say that's a positive, right? Is she submissive? Unfortunately, we got no answer to that question, even though despite the fact that she made several religious references, talking about she's a Christian woman looking for a Christian man. Well, the Bible is very specific about being submissive, but yet she didn't talk about that. So again, when women bring up this whole this religion thing, is guys, you got to be careful and you got to start asking questions. Okay, so what church do you attend, and are you a part of the singles ministry? Who's helping you vet these guys? Who in the leadership role at the church is helping you vet men, the men that you're dating? Most women aren't going to have an answer for that. They're saying they want a God-fearing man because it sounds good. I mean, and there are a couple of her what she was looking for in a guy that I think is just cliche stuff. I mean, again, honest man, as if there are women out here saying, "Oh, I want a dishonest man." That doesn't make sense, right? Is she friendly? I question that, and main reason is she said something that stood out to me. I don't want a guy who has his pants sagging down. But again, you're 40. Average men who are 40 don't walk around with their pants sagging down. Why? Because most men who are 40 have a job that requires them to look somewhat professional. If they don't, they're usually in a job that requires them to wear a work uniform. And they have workplace standards that don't allow them to have their pants sagging down. So again, what type of men is she attracting? See, when you don't have a friendly persona, then most marriage-minded men tend to not want to spend a lot of time talking to you. So I can't say this for sure, but I question, is that what's really going on here? You know, that just stands out to me, and it seems kind of unnecessary to talk about. But again, she felt the need to say it. So what's really going on there? Don't know. She's got 2 kids, 12 and 17. So is she marriageable? Well, I mean, we really only have 2 attributes. She's feminine and cooperative. As of right now, I don't think that she is marriageable. And I can't say, the only reason I say that is because, again, that whole pants sagging thing stood out to me. It's like, well, what kind of guys are you attracting? You know, are you attracting marriage-minded men? Now, are there things that she can do to turn that around? Absolutely. I mean, there is nothing. Improvement in the friendly aspect is really only because there was a couple questionable statements that she made. It doesn't mean that I could be wrong about that, but there has to be something there that's going on. Because she has the personality to where she's upbeat. It's a bubbly personality, which that could be attractive in itself. But again, who are these guys? Has she been hanging out with Pookie and Ray Ray? Because I'm just thinking about what she said about Hot Girl Summer. Is that what's going on here? It's like she's trying to move into that phase of being, the Hot Girl Summer was an act of revenge to get even with the ex-husband or to get back at him. So now it's, Chris says she has no visible tattoos, which is good. I agree. But that I think that's more of a personal preference, because some guys don't mind tattoos. It's not a deal breaker for them. It could go either way. But yeah, I'm just questioning what's going on here, because again, she made the statement about, guys need to pick better. She did mention that she's starting over, which may means that she is is she in a low economic area? Is that what's going on here? Because she had to start over and she's got 2 kids. So she's, living the lifestyle that she can afford. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure. But the bottom line is that currently I don't think she's marriageable. Because that whole friendly thing is eating away at me. Something's going on there, and we wouldn't be able to answer if it is or it isn't, based on the conversation that she just had with Kendra. So I think that, she could possibly be marriageable. You would just have to, get to know her better. And I'm going to leave it at that. Outside of that, though, I want to address the issue that Total Misdemeanor said. I'm going to go back over this. It says, "Hi, I'm late here. What is with these women always trying to do to build a man on her shoestring budget equals paycheck to paycheck?" Okay, so here's the thing. I should preface this by saying that most of these relationship conversations, they boil down to 4 social constructs. And you guys, if you watch my channel, you already heard me talk about this. The way we raise our kids, we're raising them to be soldiers in the gender war, right? Instead of raising them to work in cooperation with one another. That's why the marriage rates are where they at. Number 2, the vetting process is broken. And this is a good this is your explanation here as to why women are trying to build a man. Is because women suck at mate selection. Right? They're terrible at it. And so because the vetting process is broken, because we've raised our kids to be soldiers in the gender war, they don't even trust, the women don't trust the own men in their family to help vet the guys for them. So that's why they come up with this crazy criteria for mate selection. That's how you get women who I got to meet a guy. He's got to make $100,000 a year. But if you ask them, okay, well, how much is that a month? Oh, I don't know. That's when you see the loading screen start going on in their eyes because they never really thought about it. They just made up a number because it's a nice round number and says, well, if he's got money, then that means I don't have to struggle for nothing. Not realizing that most people who make that money, they're still living paycheck to paycheck. So the point is that in absence of a male, a patriarch in the family that they can trust, women tend to come up with their own, they try and come up with ways of vetting men that tend not to be that successful. And a sidebar to that is, well, if I can control everything, then it'll work out for me. And sadly, that's rarely ever the case. Because what happens is that they say they want a leader, and then they're going to build a man, or they're going to train him, or I'm going to help you, get on your feet and all this other stuff. But ultimately, women have a problem respecting that. They can't respect that man because they don't trust him to lead. Why? Because they invested so much in getting him on his feet. Now, does that mean that it can't happen? No. Sometimes a woman can see the potential in a man, and he can and he will show gratitude in the fact that she supported him when no one else would. But this is ultra rare, and very rarely does that work out. So why? Because again, most women are terrible at mate selection. Want proof? Look at the divorce rate. The majority of divorces are filed by women. Why? If you talk to most of them and get the my feelings answer, it's I'm just not happy anymore. He doesn't do it for me. And they give you this long list of stuff that if they'd have talked about could have easily been changed, but because that's not what's going on here, or that's not what women want to do, it doesn't work out, and they end up leaving, and they chose the wrong guy. So how do we fix it? Well, number one, you got to raise your kids to trust the opposite gender. Now, I'm not saying they should trust everyone, but at least there should be at least a couple people in your family who you trust. But that's a great point, because we got to start having more conversations about that. So shout out to you, Total, Mr. Meaner. That's a great question, and one we have to discuss more of, because the more we talk about things, the more we expose the truth behind them, and then we're able to come up with possible solutions. But we need to keep moving on to the next one. We have and that's a gentleman next. So let's go here and play.
What's going on over here? Who are you talking to, girl? We in your house. What was you doing?
Hi.
What was you doing?
Looks like she was listening. Yeah.
What is the name, baby?
My name is Tosin.
How you say it?
Tosin. Tosin.
Tosin. Where you calling me from?
I'm calling from New York.
You have an accent. Are you born in New York?
I'm in Nigeria now.
Are you in Nigeria right now?
No.
You're from Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay. Tosin, how old are you?
34.
34. Do you have any kids?
No.
No. What do you do for a living?
Hairstylist.
What, honey?
Hairstylist.
Hairstylist.
Yeah.
Do you believe in zodiac signs?
No, it's okay. I'm a Gemini.
A Gemini.
Yeah.
So this is Tosin, Gemini, lives in New York. What part?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
No kids, 34, Nigerian, and she's a hairstylist. What kind of man are you looking for, baby?
I'm looking for a real man that is ready for a relationship. A lawyer, honest.
sorry.
A loyal, honest man?
Yeah, that is ready for a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What are your deal breakers besides loyal, honest, and no relationship seekers?
Um, Smoker, liar, someone that doesn't have sense of humor. hmm Yeah. If he
Okay.
doesn't want to have kid, yeah.
If he doesn't already have a kid?
If he doesn't want to have kid,
If he doesn't want to have kids?
yes.
Do you want kids yourself?
Yes.
Okay. So this is Tucson, 34, Gemini, Nigerian, New York. No kids, hairstylist. Does he have to look a certain way?
Mm, Not too big. Yeah, I'm short, so I need someone taller than me, and I'm hoping to any race.
You're what?
I'm open to all races. Yeah.
You're open to all races. Okay, you're open to all races. Does he have to
Yes.
make a certain amount of money?
No, just be hardworking.
Uh, Terry Stray says she seems a little weird. I'm debating, is that because of the fact that she is of another nationality and English is probably not her first language. I'm hoping that's what it is. She does seem to be a little off though. Oh, and by the way, welcome back, Terry. I think I remember you here from the last stream.
Don't be lazy. We can do it together.
Okay, how do you say your name again?
Person.
Tosin.
Yes.
Okay. They tell me I'm saying the name wrong. Tosin,
So
I apologize. I apologize. I'm a mess the name up, child. I apologize. Tosin. All right, Tosin, let's do the Kendra cam. Like you have a great shape. Okay, no waist, big booty. Tosin, when was your last relationship?
it was last year.
Last year. You don't have to answer if I'm gonna ask when's the last time you was intimate with someone.
Last year.
Okay. Tosin, why do you think you're single?
Um, I think it's maybe because I work from home and I don't really go out, and it's really hard to find someone in New York. Very hard. Relationship is so hard.
How many times has her phone went off since she's jumped on here with Kendra? I mean, is it me or is this thing going off like? Okay, never mind. Let's just keep going.
Maybe because I don't really go out.
Okay. What are 3 flaws you need to work on?
Oh my God. I think I trust someone easily, and that's not good.
You what easily?
Trust. I trust people easily, and I procrastinate a lot. Uh,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Well, let's keep going. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Tosin?
I'm lawyer. My mama taught me well. I have a good manners. I have a respect. I know how to cook. I got clean. I know how to respect my man, and I'm gonna treat my man like a king. But you have to treat me like a queen too. So I'll be
She
there
would
for
treat,
you.
she would treat her man like a queen, king, a king.
I'm not buying it. Okay. Total Misdemeanor says I checked her IG. These Nigerian hairstylists based in New York City. Scam alert. Oh man, don't tell me that. All right, we're gonna have to check it out in a minute.
But you got treat her like a queen. What's the age range you would date?
Yeah, from 30 to 45.
30 to 45.
Yeah.
Someone said, Kendra, wake up. I realize I'm actually tired. I've been running for 2 days. All right. Tucson, how can the guy reach out to you, baby?
Yeah, that's my IG. T Ronke.
Right there at the bottom.
Okay, let's go ahead and look at her IG. Um, hmm. Hang on a second here. Let's split this up. And okay. So, Chris wants to know where's her dad. Nigerian dads usually vet the men for their daughters. They do, but again, she's what 34. Uh, Her dad may not even be in this country. So, yeah, I'm not seeing a bunch of thirst traps here. Um, yeah, I mean, she changed hairstyles like every other, but she's a hairstylist. Yeah, and we're looking at her Instagram, so it's more than likely she's using that. But well, it doesn't matter. The point is that yeah, she's got a bunch of hairstyles on here, wigs and whatnot. You know what? You know what I'm not seeing in these pictures? A smile. None of them. None of them. There are no smiles on this Instagram whatsoever. And then I also question, she said that a guy would be lucky to be with her because, she respects men and she treats him like a king, but you have to treat her like a queen. I get it. What happened in the last relationship? We don't know. And, what type of man was he? Because again, I go back to the other woman we were looking at, and what type of men are you accustomed to dating? That speaks volumes about the type of men you surround yourself with. Terry says she seems kind of depressed. It's her Instagram. You look at it and she's not smiling. There is no emotion in there, and we kind of got that when she's talking to Kendra. She's just kind of her tone is very level. I'm hoping that it's because the English is not her first language. So and she's just trying to keep up with the conversation. I'm hoping that's it. Here's the thing. Is she marriageable is the real question. She's not obese. She doesn't have any kids. And is she feminine? I would think so. Just because when we look at her Instagram, she looks feminine. But a big part of femininity is also your attitude. Because femininity and the friendly portion, they really go hand in hand, and I'm not seeing that here. So while she does look the part, I don't see. I'm trying hard on this one. I mean, this is borderline. Okay. What do I think? I think that this woman is not very friendly. She said it herself. She doesn't go out. She's not very approachable. Is she marriageable? Yes, because she's not obese, she's feminine, and she doesn't have any kids. I think she's marriageable. Here's the problem, though. To the vast majority of men, she's not, because she's not approachable. So you're going to have to sit there and take the time to actually get to know her and hope she lets down her defenses to you. Because she mentioned before about, her three flaws, and she's too trusting. That's not the vibe that's not how she is coming off. That's not how she presents herself. She presents herself in the exact opposite. I think that she has probably chosen the wrong guys, which, Chris talked about this before. He brought it up before about where's her father at, because the Nigerian patriarchs play a big role in vetting the women, and that's true. So in the absence of her father, then I think what we have here is a woman who has put up a lot of walls, and she may be justified in doing so. I don't know, but if you're a marriage-minded man, that's not your problem. That's her problem, and she has to solve it. She has to work that out. So that's why I say ultimately, I think she's marriageable, but I don't think she would get married though. Just because she's got too many walls up. Yeah. But we got to move on from this one, because this one went rather quick, so it is what it is.
And there's been a lot going on. But I'm going to try to get somebody else. I don't want to end just yet. I don't. Let's see. Let's see who I want to go to. What's going on over here? Hello?
Nicole!
Hello?
Come on, hurry up!
Often we talk about the media portion in the title of my channel, is that when you're coming on camera, you need to be ready. So when you go on a dating show, people in the background shouldn't have to call you back to the camera. But also, you guys need to be aware as to what's going on in your surroundings. Case in point, look at this woman's apartment. I'm not going to say anything else. We're just going to leave it there. Look what's going on in the background. That's all I'm going to say.
You're on! Really? Yes!
Hello, are you ready?
Yes.
Now listen, are you a willing participant? It seems like everybody's making you come on my show. I got to make sure you're a willing participant.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, what's your name, baby?
Nicole.
Nicole, where you calling me from?
Actually Maryland right now, but I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Where do you live, baby girl?
Atlanta, Georgia.
ATL, how old are you?
40.
40, okay. What you do for a living, baby?
I work at the airport with security.
Airport security,
TSA.
Okay. Let me cut the line when I come.
Good luck with that.
Let me cut the line when I be at the airport in Atlanta.
Okay.
Okay. I'm making a joke.
That's fine.
Nicole, you have any children?
No kids.
No kids. What's your zodiac sign?
You said what now?
What's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius.
This is Nicole, Atlanta, 40, Aquarius, works at the airport, no kids. What kind of man you looking for?
God-fearing man, trustworthy, loyal.
God-fearing man. I'm telling y'all, that's a cliche now. It's just, oh boy.
Loyal. Someone with patience, because I don't have any.
Man.
Okay. You don't have any patience?
I have very little patience. That's not saying I don't have none. I have.
Okay. So you want somebody with patience to help her with her non-patience. What are your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. A liar.
That's it?
It's plenty more. It's just so many things.
Okay. Would you date a man with kids?
Yeah, I would date a man with kids. I have done it before.
Okay. Does he have to look a certain way?
No, I don't know. I have no preference. Just as long as he dress.
Why is Buddy cheesing in the background? Terry says, I want a God-fearing man too, but I think I'd say godly if someone asked. Yeah. Total misdemeanor. Seems that she's paying more attention to the background than the interview. Chris says, looks like she doesn't want to be on there. Yeah, y'all are all feeling the same thing I am. I mean, it's whoever that woman that was in the beginning that was shouting for her to come over to the hammer clearly is telling her that she needs to do something. Dare I say that this is another woman who is married to her job and doesn't get out much? Yeah, maybe so.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
No, as long as he take care of himself.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam, Nicole.
Oh. Can you see?
Can we see you? Okay. Let's see. We got, ooh, look at that booty turn around. ATL got all the ass. I'm gonna tell you right now. Everybody in Atlanta got an ass. They be giving, I said it, they give you ass at the airport. You work at the airport. They gave you double ass. When you get off the airport in Atlanta, they give you your ass for the weekend. They say, here you go, return it with your rental car when you come back to fly out of Atlanta. Because one thing Atlanta gonna do is make sure you got an ass on you. Can't be in the ATL without an ass.
Yeah, shout out to Kendra for keeping this conversation somewhat entertaining, because this woman, she doesn't want to do this. So, yeah.
No. Yeah.
You a mess.
Yeah, girl. All right, Nicole, when was your last relationship?
5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last?
5 years ago. Why? What kind of relationship skills does she have if she hasn't been in a relationship in 5 years? Try doing something that you haven't done in 5 years and see how that works out. Man, I see why her people were making her get on here. It's because this woman is, I think we have another woman who is married to her job. 5 years.
Last time you was intimate with someone?
Oh, it's been quite a while.
Quite a while.
Years ago.
Years ago?
Years ago.
Are you on a celibacy journey?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let's break that down. How long you been celibate for?
Right.
About 3 years.
And what was the reason for it?
Yeah.
All right. Say again, baby?
I said it's been a while, about 2 or 3 years.
Okay. Are you waiting for what? Marriage, relationship?
Marriage, relationship, something serious. It has to be something serious. I'm not just going to willingly open up like that.
Okay. Got you. Understood. What are 3 flaws you have to work on, Nicole?
My patience, facial expressions, I am an overthinker.
You're an overthinker?
Yes.
Okay, you're an overthinker.
You know, is she getting coached by these answers? Because I could have swore I heard somebody say that before she did. Chris says, I think she's socially awkward. Okay. So, a lot of women who are married to their job, they tend to be socially awkward because a lot of cases, they don't know how to function outside of the workplace. And it's not necessarily, I think there are more people who fall victim to that, because guys fall victim to that too. I think there are more people who are victim of that than they realize. And part of it is because a lot of us are not prepared. This goes back to, again, all these concepts go back to the 4 things, right? A lot of us are not prepared to deal with adult relationships. And I'm talking about all relationships, friendships, or, and so forth. And by the time you reach a certain age, the number of people that you have interactions with drops off substantially. It usually happens like right after college. You move into a career, and the amount of social interactions that you have with different people goes down significantly. So if you were never prepared, or you weren't raised to have interactions with people, or productive interactions with people, well, now you see less and less people. So a lot of times people will compensate by diving deeper into their job. And then, this is unfortunate, because this is where a lot of women end up being career women, and they're married to their jobs. Again, she hadn't been in a relationship in 5 years. And she says she's on a celibacy journey. But then, okay, if that's the case, but then when is the end of your journey? Like, how are you progressing to move things forward? Don't tell me you coming on the Singles Live with Kendra G, because this is an online show. What have you been doing for the last 4 years? Going to work every day, or working your schedule, and then going home, watching TV, or whatever it is people do. I don't watch much TV, so it is what it is. But yeah, some at least go to happy hour. Yeah, I mean, the trick is finding stuff to do to where you're going to put yourself in a position that makes you uncomfortable. And maybe that's what this is. That's why people were, coercing her to get on here. But I don't know about this
one. Well, why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Nicole?
I'm loyal.
Okay.
Ride or die, I guess you would say, to a certain extent.
Okay.
Committed. I'm a team player, so yeah.
Okay. So this is Nicole, Atlanta, 40, Aquarius, works at the airport, no kids. Does the man have to be in Atlanta?
I would prefer yes.
Okay. How can the man reach out to you, Bo?
Nikki, Nicki, Mont. I think that's my Facebook and my Instagram. Yes.
Your Facebook and your Instagram. Okay. All right. Well, let's do it, boo. Will you? This is Nicole. Keep me posted how it goes, babe.
Okay. No. It's a simple one. I mean, she don't have no kids, but other than that, I mean, we didn't get much information out of her, and I think that was on purpose. I think Kendra was trying to get through this one as quickly as possible, because she picked up on the same thing that you guys did, that this woman she didn't really want to be here. And I hear a dryer. Yeah, I do too. I heard that too. But I think Kendra rushed this one, and rightfully so. This woman doesn't want to be here. So we are going to move on.
Okay.
You don't understand?
They said just say bye.
You need a translator for English, Nicole. I was speaking English to you. You took it to the side to get English translation, Nicole. No. I didn't say como te llamas. I said keep me posted how it go. You don't know what keep me posted how it go, Nicole?
I know. My bad. Overthinking.
Next.
Come on now, Nicole. Come on. They said she high. They said she high. Your name Nicole too?
Oh shoot. Yes. Hey Kendra.
Hey, boo, you been here before?
No, ma'am, I have not. Oh, I got I was
waiting. Is your name Nicole?
It's Nicole.
Okay. Nicole, where you calling me from, baby?
I'm calling from Houston, Texas.
Is that where you live?
I do.
Okay. How old are you?
48.
48? You look good for 48.
48. Wow.
Thank you.
Okay.
What do you do for a living?
I have my own business. I personalize.
You have any children?
I have 3 grown children. 30.
How old are your kids?
32, 30, and 28.
32, 30?
32, 30, and 28.
Wow.
All by the same man?
No.
How many men?
3.
Have you ever been married?
Okay.
Yes.
When did you get one of your children's dad or more than one of them?
Just no. I was married for 11 years. I've been divorced for 7 years.
Okay. Did you marry one of your children's fathers or
No,
somebody else?
someone else.
1-4's AV8. Hey, shout out to you.
Someone else. Okay. Nicole, Houston, Texas, 48. You said you own your own business?
Yes.
Okay.
Real quick, guys, I think I might have missed that whole conversation. I heard the part where she said she was married. Did she marry any of the father of her kids? I gotta know that. That's because that is that's kind of important. Because we need to. I'm hoping Kendra is going to ask her some follow-up questions about that. I mean, you stayed married to the guy for 11 years. I wonder what happened there. But yeah, can y'all let me know if I missed something there? Because I mean, her kids are grown at this point. So, but it would be interesting piece of information to know, though.
And 3 grown children. All right. What kind was married before? What kind of man you looking for?
Kendra, I'm looking for a wonderful man.
A wonderful.
I don't know.
Okay, listen.
I don't know what
Listen,
his wonderful is going to be. I don't want to give the specifics. You know how you tell somebody what you want and then they try to manipulate and try to change to what you want. So
you're on a dating show.
So you don't want to. Okay, well, can you tell us what you don't want?
I don't want a man that's not mentally ready to be in a relationship.
Okay, be mentally ready to be in a relationship.
He has to be mentally ready.
Okay. What are your deal breakers? Oh, you did that. What does he look like? Does he have to look a certain way?
No, he doesn't have to look a certain way. Okay. I like black men. So
they're saying you have to answer the first question. What kind of man are you looking for? That is the first question.
I'm gonna say a wonderful man. I don't know what his wonderful is. He'll have to show me.
Ooh. Okay. You said back to looks. Does he have to look a certain way?
No.
Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
No.
All right. Let's do the Kendra cam. Like you got a body on you, girl.
Oh.
Okay, we see you. Ooh, got the leg out. Nicole, when was your last relationship?
Maybe about 4 years ago.
4 years ago. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Don't answer. No right answer to that question.
2 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2 or 3 months ago.
2 or 3, say it again?
Maybe 2 or 3 months ago.
2 or 3 months ago. Okay. What are 3 flaws you have to work on, Nicole?
I'm a procrastinator. I let go easily. If it's not working, I just let it go. I don't know. I just walk away. And I'm not really big on. I don't tolerate a lot. If it's not working, it's just not working. I'm ready to move on to somebody else.
Okay. And why would a guy be?
Translation. Let me go because I know she said some stuff, right? Procrastinate, which is something interesting because if you own your own business, then how are you running that business? And okay, but either way, right? She mentioned 2 other things that are really the same thing. She has trust issues with men. When she talks about walking away, that's because she's quick to walk away. That means that she's got 1 foot out the door already. So there's probably some kind of trauma there. Not really sure, but yeah.
Be lucky to be with you.
I think that he'll hit the jackpot. I think I'm amazing, so I think I'm wonderful. So that's why I'm looking for somebody wonderful.
Amazing and wonderful. Looking for somebody amazing and wonderful as well. Yeah. Let's do it. Nicole, Houston, Texas, 48, owns her own business, 3 grown children, was married before. Would you get married again?
Yes, most definitely.
Okay. And she wants a wonderful man. And she said, you just be wonderful. She's not going to tell you how to be because she feels like then you will try to conform and then you'll become somebody else.
Exactly.
Exactly. All right. Okay, Nicole Boo, keep me posted how it goes, baby.
Okay, and they can find me by my name on
Yes.
Facebook.
How do they reach out?
Again, another shout out to Kendra because she know when to keep it moving and not waste anyone's time. Because this woman here is, well, she's not obese, and her kid, she actually qualifies as being childless because all her kids are grown, you know. And I did not expect her to be 48. That was definitely a surprise for me. So what I'm doing now is I'm seeing if I can pull her up on Facebook. Marchdale. Did I spell her name right? Let's see. I think this is her. Listed herself as a digital creator. Yeah, I think this is it. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it is. That's her. Okay, most of this stuff is business related. No thirst traps. I'm not sure if this is a thirst trap or if she's marketing stuff because I'm noticing that it's the same kind of print on this stuff in the next photo too. I don't know. Yeah, there doesn't appear, this. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that bikini picture was for marketing purposes because I don't really see anything else in here that would present as a thirst trap. It's more marketing for her business. But yeah, this one ain't gonna take long at all. I mean, she was married. We didn't get any information about her previous marriage, why that she's not with her ex-husband. What happened with that? Don't know. Is she obese? Doesn't look like it. But that's all we got. I mean, and like I said, I think that I think Kendra ended this one quick on purpose because this woman wasn't really to give any answers, which is kind of. You click the link to go on a dating show, and then you don't want to talk about the man that you're looking to date. Move on to the next one. Let's see. Talk about. Babylon done soon. These females are out of control. They made a stream called Comes to Speak on a Black Woman is God, Science, Religion, and everything in between. No, thank you. I don't want to look at that. Nah, I don't need to talk about that. Because here's why. When you have shows like that, show like that only speaks to a small group of women. I know it seems like there's a big following, but when you talk to these women, these same women in one-on-one conversations, you end up with interactions like we're having with Kendra's show. And I'm not looking to sway any of those women. They already have their minds made up. My channel is dedicated towards average people, average men, and average women who are seeking marriage and relationships or on the fence about it. When you have a show like that, to where let's see, the Black woman is God, science, religion, and everything in between. Okay, well, good for them. Stay over there. I don't need. I'm not. Well, I probably wouldn't be welcome in a space like that. And you know, if you watch my tagline, because I'm assuming you're new to the channel, the gender war is dumb. So when you have shows like that to where they want to hype each other up, they want to perpetuate the gender war, what's the purpose in that? So I tend to avoid those conversations. There's nothing to be gained by having them. Yeah. So we're gonna move on because this woman, while she does look attractive, she wasn't really looking to come on here and do anything, and I don't think she's really. You know what? Let's leave it at that. We're just gonna move on because this is gonna go anywhere.
It's my name, Nicole Barksdale, Nichole, Barksdale, and they can find me on Facebook.
They can find you on Facebook.
Yeah.
All right, but will you keep me posted how it goes?
Thank you, Kendra. You are beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you, baby.
Next.
I said
Hello.
bye, baby. I said bye.
Oh no.
Hello? Hello? I can't hear you.
Look, I'm so excited. I got my mic muted. Hi, Kendra G. How are you this evening?
I'm doing good this evening. What's your name, baby?
My name is Keela.
Keela. How old are you?
I'm 29.
29. What you do for a living?
I am currently working at a hospital as a CNA, and I am also a college student at DAC Community College, working towards my nursing, my RN. I also have my esthetician. That's why you see the label Keela's Vanity right there, because I also own my spa business doing waxing, facial, makeup, lashes, that sort of thing. And I would love to turn my spa into a medical spa someday.
Is she married to her career or what? You're on a dating show and you just spent the first. She just spent her. She spent the first 30 seconds talking about her career path. Is this another woman who has very little knowledge of the male experience? Guys in the chat, do we care about all that on the first date? Wow.
Job. That was a lot. I didn't know what job title to write down.
Esthetician in the CNA.
Okay, esthetician in the CNA. Do you have any kids, baby girl?
No, ma'am. No kids. 29, no kids.
Okay, and it's Keela, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your zodiac sign, sweetie?
I'm a Gemini.
And where are you calling me from?
I am calling right now from Chicago, Illinois.
Where do you live?
I live in Danville, Illinois. That's 2 hours away. But I am born and raised from Chicago.
All right. So Keela, 29. Yes. Is that, am I not saying it right?
Yes, you saying it right.
Keela, 29, is a Gemini, no kids, works at a hospital, esthetician, CNA, masseuse, she climbs ladders, walks dogs, child, feeds your mama, school bus driver, stops at a stoplight, runs a train, builds iPhones, and will babysit your kids. She got 50-11 jobs.
PT ain't doing that.
In a CTA. Gives birth to giraffes. Also takes horses to Kenya on the weekends. She got a lot of jobs.
I'm adventurous. You can have fun with me.
I
Take me to
know.
Ghana with you, Kendra. Take me to Ghana. I'm a vibe.
Oh, Ghana ain't cheap.
I know it, girl. I be watching you. I love you. You are an inspiration to me.
Thank you, baby. I received that. All right, but what kind of man you looking for, baby?
Honestly, I'm looking for a man that can come to the table with the table. So if you broke, I don't want you. If you got baby mama issues, not saying I won't accept kids because I love kids, but if you got baby mama drama, stay away from me because it's good vibes, good energy. We over here just basically living it up. I'm a God-fearing woman. I love God and I put God before everything that I do. So I definitely want a God-fearing man.
Oh boy. Religion is. See, again, this goes back. I keep telling you guys, the vetting process is broken. See, when women keep coming up with all these things that are supposed to help weed out, unwanted suitors or potential husbands, and you want a God-fearing man, okay. And how are you participating inside within the church to help you find a husband? Yeah, as concerned as I am about that, it pales in comparison to the guy who's supposed to bring the whole table for her. And she's 29. So I'll be interested to see what the age range that she's accustomed to dating, because most people don't have a career at 30, but she's expecting him to bring the table. Like, One Fours says dated Akila once. She was not a God-fearing woman after a drink or two. At this point, I'm starting to think it's just a cliche that women say, because again, they're trying to use religion as a form of vetting for the men. I mean, okay, but this could go either. If you take religion seriously, I get it. But then that brings into question your dating history. We need to move on.
That is very positive, supportive of my goals and my schedule. And yeah, and I definitely have some deal breakers. Like, you can't have bad breath. I don't want to deal with that. You can't have missing teeth. You got to be well groomed. You just got to be all around like a king, because I carry myself as a queen.
Okay. Shit. Be a king, because she a queen. All right, what's your...
You carry yourself like a queen. Okay. Let me write that down. Carries herself like a queen. That's very important. Guys, I want you to remember that now.
Deal breakers, babe.
Well, I did discuss some of them. My other deal breaker is lying. You just be bold. Tell me the truth, even if it hurt. I can take it. I'm strong. I got thick, tough skin. Like, just lay it on me. You don't gotta lie to me. I'm very easy to talk to.
Okay. Child, don't lie to her, child.
Don't lie to me. I'm a
What
Gemini.
happened in one of your relationships when the guy lied to you? What did he lie about?
Great question.
Saying that you single and you really ain't. And you got ties dealing with baby mama drama or another female. I don't got time for that.
A lot of times when... Wait, what? What does it say? Brother Joseph, Mother Goddess, sea moss, gold are the four cornerstones of what black woman is. Okay. Not sure what you mean by that, but we need to move on though. Here's the thing. When you're attracting a lot of men who are not telling you that they're in relationships, you have to start questioning, because if that keeps happening, you need to start questioning, are you presenting yourself as the fun time girl? Because when you do that, then yeah, then you start attracting guys who are in a relationship and they're looking for something extra on the side. And you look like that and it looks like that could be you. So that's how you draw their attention. Total Mr. Meter says another Section 8 boss chick who thinks she's above her around the way up the block attitude. That could be what's going on. I suspect it's either that or something else, but we're going to save it for the end.
She don't got time for that. Don't play with her time.
Don't play with it.
All right, does he have to do he got to look a certain way?
Preferably, I don't discriminate. I want what God wants for me. But he definitely have to be handsome, because I'm a good looking woman. You definitely can follow me on Instagram, Kila, Kiyla. Check me out of every.
If you know what, I had a feeling this was gonna happen because I'm looking at that Instagram that she posted there, and it's just a business page. So it was just her name and K-I-L-E. Wait a minute here. There's too many here. It could be any one of these. Okay, never mind.
Everything that I do. He definitely have to be ready to pop out in front of the cameras always, because I'm always heel ready when I'm out. So I like a man who wants to go out, even go to sport dates like basketball games, football games. I'm that kind of girl.
Okay, okay. Um, what about money? Does he got to make a certain amount of money?
Um, Honestly, yeah. Honestly, yeah. I don't want to, I meet halfway. I don't want to always be the one that every time we go out, I'm always digging in my pocket or my purse. Every now and then, I do believe in spoiling my guy because my guy gonna spoil me. So if you gonna spoil me, I should be able to spoil you back.
Okay.
And there it is. So he does have to make a certain amount of money. You know, Google is a funny thing, right? For average income for a CNA in, what she say she's at? Chicago? Is that what she said? So, that's the average income for a CNA. Income for men in Chicago. Wow. Okay, so check this out, right? So this is the average income for a CNA in Chicago, Illinois. Average salary is $37,000, but the range typically falls between $34,000 and $41,000. All right, so 37. Okay. But then if we click over here, let's get rid of that because we're not going back over there. Average income for men in the city of Chicago, $39,000. For women, it's $30,000. So what we're starting to get a picture here, right, is that she makes more than the average woman. But she's still not making more than the average man. She might be because she's trying to push this business on the side. I'm not going to try and make predictions on how much money she's making at that. But it gives us a better picture when she says that he needs to make a certain amount of money, because she's making more than the average woman. Because she has a career, a CNA that she's trying to grow, and she says she's going to school. The whole first 30 seconds of this conversation, that whole thing. Yeah. So it's very interesting, to say the least. Well, let's keep going.
Fair enough. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. I got my waist snatcher on. I'm sorry. Let's turn it.
So I'll make it tight. Okay. You got a cute shape. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, boo. So this is Kayla, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Kayla. All right. 29, Gemini, works at a hospital, no kids. Danville, Chicago, esthetician, CNA, ghostwriter for Wu-Tang Clan. She do it all. She got 57, 11 jobs. Backup singer and dancer for Beyonce. Waist trainer, instructor for Cardi B. She do it all. Preschool teacher in Ghana on the weekends. All right. When was your last relationship?
My last relationship, believe it or not, a year and 4 months ago, and I was in a 5-year relationship with a woman.
What? Oh, shit! Are you looking for a woman or a man?
Ooh, I go both ways, but woo child, I'm 29 with no kids, so I at least want one child.
What does
So,
that mean?
because I've been focusing on a man this whole time. When's the last time you dated a man?
Ooh, that would have been 8 years ago.
And now, so do you want a man just because you want a baby? Because men do this. I've had bisexual men request women, but because they just really wanted a child. Now, do you really want penis, or you just want penis because you want to get pregnant?
Honestly,
Great
I'm
question.
best of both worlds. So with me and
No,
my ex fiance, we literally did best of
there's no such thing as best of both worlds. Kendra, I think Kendra called it. She just wants a child.
both worlds. We ain't discriminate. So I like them both.
She likes them both. Okay. So, and now you tell me, when we almost done with the damn interview, you could have told me that at the beginning of the interview, girl. When you told me about all them damn jobs you had, you should have said,
Man,
I feed giraffes, I give birth to elephants, I'm a CNA, I get your lashes, I buy your hair. Oh, and by the way, I like vagina too. You forgot to say that one part. You done told me everything else besides that.
man, I'm trying to hang it up a little bit here. It's been given. I've been 29 years doing it.
Okay. Well, what are 3 flaws you have to work on, Keela?
Honestly, my 3 flaws that I have to work on is being a pushover.
What?
Okay.
I sometimes tend to love a little bit too hard to where I get blinded by the fact that a person is not appreciating it. And that is my downfall because I end up getting hurt behind it. And now I'm learning to really put my wall up to make sure that this person is right for me. Right now, I'm not interested in anyone.
Translation: I picked the wrong people. Why? Because I was raised to be a soldier in the gender war, and I don't trust the men in my family to properly vet men or women, whoever I'm supposed to be dating. So there's that. You know what? I don't know how much time I want to spend on this one, just because. You know what? Let's keep going. I think this is the last one too, because there's a guy next. So,
But after this, I will be. Because I've really been on a healing journey lately, like literally healing journey for a whole year and 4 months. I've been on a healing journey for myself because I felt like if I tap in and lock in with myself and learn more about me, then it would help me to be able to break those flaws. Other than that, I really don't feel like I have other flaws because I've been working on everything else that's coming beautifully together inside out.
So what were your flaws again? Tell me.
Being a pushover. That was my
That
main number
that's
one.
your only flaw?
Yes. I love myself, honey, Kendra. I got big self-esteem.
I
Well,
disagree
that's the
with that,
problem
but
because to only have one flaw means that is a flaw. Zach Book said it best. If you can't name 3 flaws, that's a flaw.
Really?
yeah,
Absolutely. Because let me ask you
yeah,
this question.
because it means that you're not aware of yourself. So I agree. Yeah.
Why would a woman or a man be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm an elevator. I really motivate. Like when you're in a relationship with me, we're doing 100% adventurous stuff. We're making memories. We are never really like sitting down. I don't like being on a standstill. I always like being in a spotlight. I always like doing something that's very productive. I'm always doing activities. I'm always being involved. So to be with me, you got to be ready to be involved.
So you were able to get passionate about why a person's lucky to be with you, but then when it comes to your flaws, all I got is one. I'm damn near perfect.
I wouldn't say perfect, but with this spiritual journey and this journey for myself, I think that's why I don't think too much about my old flaws because the good books say out with the old, in with the new.
Okay, and with the new. Fair enough. Keela, well, how old does this person got to be? You're 29.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, in the age between, they have to be 25 and up, but I prefer up because I'm next year turning 30. So No older than 40.
No older than 40. All right, Keela Boo, how could the guy she prefers reach out to you?
You can find me on Instagram, Keila, Kiyla, and even after this, I'll share even on my Facebook, Keila. Also, you can see the tag on there, Keela's Vanity. Thank you, Kendra, for having me.
You welcome, baby. One more question. Does the guy have to be in Chicago?
No, he don't.
Do
I
you
like
want
to
women to
travel.
reach out? Do you want women to reach out to you or no?
Honestly, women can. I'm interested, but you know how that go. They soon as you get to talking about you
I don't
want
know
a
how it
man
go.
or
I don't know how. I don't know how it go. I never dated a woman.
Kendra, you said you got the friends.
I got what friends?
You know, you got gay lesbian friends. I was
I have,
watching on
listen. Actually, shout outs to lesbian women. I don't have any lesbian friends though. I mean, shout outs to lesbian women, but I have a lot of gay. Oh, okay, yes, I see how you say that. I have a lot of gay friends, but they're all guys.
Okay, so the shade is girls don't really care for girls that go both ways, but then you got some that care about it. So I mean, I'm open to it, but right now my focus is really, a guy.
The book is really a guy. All right. Well, keep me posted how it goes, baby.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at her Instagram. By the way, apparently she calls herself Miss Sinful, right? So let's go ahead and right off the bat, picture number 3 is a thirst trap. Wait a minute. Is this a... Okay, can't show that. And we're closing that. God, I knew I should have screened this beforehand. Yeah, it's a bunch of thirst traps. Okay, we can move on. Look, this woman here is... she's not obese. She looks feminine, and she doesn't have any kids. She's got 3 out of 6, but I don't think she's marriageable. I don't think she's looking to get married. And honestly, I think if I think she's just looking for a man just to have kids with, and I think that I would be very surprised if once she got pregnant, that all of a sudden the problems start arising in the relationship, and she's gonna be gone. I don't think she's in it for the long haul with a man. A lot of the stuff that she talked about, again, this explains why in the very beginning she gave that whole plan about what she wants to do with her life, which is a very masculine thing to do. You're leading with your career. But again, no knowledge of the male experience, and rightfully so. You hadn't been in a relationship with a man in 8 years, right? Men don't care about that. We don't look for that in women. It only extends to the point of, okay, you can take care of yourself, right? Because you're not expecting me to come in and pay your bills and we just dating. That'd be dumb on my part. So you can take care of yourself. Okay, well, we don't care about your career path. Oh, not on the first date. She just 30 seconds into the conversation and she laid out her whole life's plan. Like we don't need to know that yet. Eventually, yeah, because we want to talk about possible how our goals are going to align with each other, but you're nowhere near that. You're on a dating show, Something tells me there's some trauma. It may be. I mean, again, I couldn't get past the part about you haven't been in a relationship with a man in 8 years. What makes you think you can just pick it up like that and, put yourself out there and everything's going to work out fine? I mean, she talked about that healing journey and all this other stuff, but what specifically was she doing to heal from the fact that you haven't dated a man in 8 years? Like, how are you changing your mindset to deal with that again? Because I don't think she is really. I just think that it sounded good. So I mean, do I think she's marriageable? Not really, but I don't think. I mean, it doesn't matter what I think though, because I don't think she's looking for marriage. I mean, she talked about it, a kid, but she didn't talk about having a husband or looking for a husband. You know, we didn't get anything that tells you that she's submissive or not. I suspect she's not. Is she cooperative? I don't really think so. Is she friendly? She might be. I don't know. You can't tell if it's genuine though. I mean, that's typical of when you have a bunch of thirst traps on your Instagram. Remember what I said about when you keep attracting the guys that can't be honest with their in a relationship. When you got an Instagram like hers, that's what you attract because you look like the fun time girl. So, no. She has 3 of the 6 qualities, but it's nah. There's always exceptions to the rule, and that's definitely one. You know, the list is, or the categories are not 100%. It applies to most people, but that doesn't mean that, you know, you have to, the biggest indicator of whether or not a woman is marriageable, does she actually want to get married? I don't think this woman does. So it's getting late though. And, you know, this has been a good show. The question is, did we have any marriageable women tonight? Did we? I don't know, because this was an interesting bunch. I think, what do we say? The Nigerian woman, but that was the woman who had the trust issues. So, yeah. 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 But I think we're going to call it a night here. And guys, remember, whether or not a woman is marriageable to you, I don't know that. Because I don't know you personally, right? The point of this show is not to find you, specifically a wife, but to prove that there are marriageable women out there. I think we did that tonight. I mean, are all these women going to be marriageable? No. That's not the point, though. The point is to prove that they are out there. They do exist, right? Remember that channel membership is open. Why become a channel member? Because you get access to exclusive content. And content that will, as far as I'm concerned, not see the light of day on the regular YouTube channel. So, sign up to be a channel member. Help support. I want to give personal shout out to my moderator, Chris, who makes doing this show a whole lot easier. Shout out to you, sir. Yeah, we're finna get out of here because I'm not going to, unlike these other live streams, I don't like staying on here all night long because I got to get up and go to work in the morning. I got to take my kids to school and blah, blah, blah. I have a life outside of YouTube and social media. You know, it is what it is. But definitely enjoyed you guys tonight. This is always fun. What do we have coming up this weekend? Because today is Thursday. I think there will be, I want to say there's going to be more member content coming out sometime this weekend. And then we will be back with, or I will be back with some pre-recorded content for next week. And also look for the edits of this show coming up. It should be out next week too. So that being said, thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate that. And yeah, I'm going to say goes to the next time. Peace.